Welcome, Q Nation. This is Hari Q in the chamber, so everyone's good. Renegades! We're back with another video, you know what I'm saying? This is Ren Moneyties, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Renegades, hope you lot are good, man. Hey, welcome. Anyway, I'm not going to waste any of your time. Let's get straight into this. I'm hyped, Renegades. It's Ren. Do it! If you know, you know. Alright, let's do it. Ren, let's go, babe.
Godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything out of the world. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into a snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. But the love of money is a root of all kinds of evils. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the path, and pierced themselves with the many pangs of greed.
Money makes the world go round. Hey. Money makes a pure man lawless, proud. Hey. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Cause an action's within is inspired by the pound. But the dollar false profit, preach profit, and we follow. When the scholar teach dishonor, that's a bit upload to swallow. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians. The judiciary are whores, what a shock. When we lose sight of live and let live, forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. If you're living just to make a living, that's all that is. And when you're lying, slowly dying, will you die with a grin? Now digging up the root of evil, money too like a blade. You can slice across the jugular or carve and create. But when the money ain't the means, with the means is the money, we start to compromise ideals for dollars, morals get bloody. Now let me tell you a little story about a boy named Ren.
Put up the tune! Put up the tune!
Yo, Ren is so hip hop, fam. I ain't gonna hold you. Ren is hip hop, man. Ren is a fan of. Bro, Ren is hip hop. Ren understands, man. Ren understands music. Bro, that was awesome, man. Man, the girl in the beginning saying all that stuff, bro, if you know, you know. That's some deep stuff, man. And then with the with the piano sound, the black and white video, bro, this is awesome, man. The visuals are striking, you know what I mean? And of course, money ties, man. He's talking about money, the good, the bad, everything ties in between, man. He said, yo, if you live your whole life living a job, doing a job and all that, right, to make money, just do the back and forth like that, right, will you die with a grin on your face? You know what I mean? The 9-to-5 grind, man, you know what I mean? Come on, if you know, you know. The grind ain't easy, man, just to get that little paper, you know what I mean? What did he say in Bittersweet Symphony, the live version, bro? You know what I mean? You work your whole life and then that's it. You know what I mean? You work your whole life to make that money, to pay your bills, and then that's it. That's the end of it. If you know, you know. Man, yeah, it's a wheel. Let's go back, man. Bro, that was, oh my God, let's go.
Godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything out of the world. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into a snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. But the love of money is a root of all kinds of evils. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the path, and pierced themselves with the many pangs of greed.
Money makes the world go round. Money makes a pure man lawless, proud. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Cause an action's within.
Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Are you cool? Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Are you, bro? Who says that? Come on, man. I've not heard that before ever, bro. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Shut up. Ren is bro. That is just
Those with the many pangs of greed.
Money makes the world go round. Money makes a pure man lawless, proud. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Cause an action's within is inspired by the pound. The dollar false prophet preach profit, and we follow when the scholar teach this.
False prophets preach prophets. A false prophet preach prophets. Get it? A false prophet, you know, people that preach from the Bible and all that, but they're false, right? And so he's a false prophet. He's not preaching about the word of God, right? And how to do the right thing by the word of God. He's preaching about profits, about the money. Shut up. If you know, you know. Oh my God, bro. Let's go.
Less proud. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Cause an action to a thing is inspired by the pound or the dollar. False prophet, preach profit, and we follow. When the scholar teaches dishonor, that's a bit of pill to swallow. The biggest bank robber.
When the scholar teaches dishonor, that's a bit of pill to swallow. The scholar teaches dishonor. A scholar that's meant to teach about honor, morals, the world, how it's supposed to be, how you're supposed to move within it. They're teaching you dishonor. That's a bitter pill to swallow or swallow. You know, you know. Nah, bro. Ren is doing something, bro. You know how he does.
Make the noun, cause an action to a thing is inspired by the pound or the dollar. False prophet, preach profit, and we follow. When the scholar teaches dishonor, that's a bitter pill to swallow. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but judiciary are whores. What?
The biggest. He said the biggest bank robbers are the banks and the politicians. Bruh, you can go deep into that when it comes to banks that have your money. You know, it's safe. You know what I mean? And come on, man. They create a place, put your money in here, it's safe with us. And bruh, they're rich, and you're still, come on, if you know, and politicians, if you know, you know. You know what I mean? They're meant to come and help you out and do whatever, right? But at the end of the day, it's about the moolah. Man, I can go deep into it, but man, I don't want to get triggered. You know me, renegades, if you know me on this channel, when I get triggered, I can keep going. If you know, you know. Man, when Ren starts talking like this, oh, let's go.
That's a bit of pill to swallow. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but judiciary are whores. What a shock. When we lose sight of live and let live, forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. If you're living,
your soul is much richer by the love that you give. You know what I mean? Come on, if you know, you know, man. Giving that love, man, kindness. You know what I mean? Come on, man. He said your soul is much richer when you do that, rather than try and chase this. This is important. I ain't gonna hold you. It's so important, right? But he's trying to tell you that there's another way to feel richer in your heart. You know what I mean? This helps you pay the bills and get things moving, right? But for you as a human being to move forward in life, bro, let your heart, you know what I mean? You know, you let your heart get richer by what? Giving love. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Let's go.
Lose sight of live and let live. Forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. If you're living just to make a living, that's all that is. And when you're lying, slowly dying, will you die with a grin? Now digging up.
If you're living just to make a living, you know what I mean? You're just living to make a living just to get by. When you're going, right? Will you know, go with a grin on your face, or will you go with regret? You know what I'm saying? If you're just living just to make a living, right? And most of us are in that kind of cycle, right? You're just living to make a living, right? Just to pay your bills, man. And you struggle just to pay your bills. So everything is just about paying bills. You know what I mean? You know, whether it's school fees, whether it's your water, your light, your whatever it is, you always have some debt to pay. You know what I mean? You're owing money here, you know, because you didn't have enough money for the month, right? So you have to go and borrow. It's all that kind of stuff, man. So you're just living just to make a living, just to get by. And then you do that for a long time without stopping, right? You get to an old age and you're like, well, that was it. That's all I did. You know what I mean? Will you die with a grin on your face? Come on, man. Ren is talking, man. Like, this is making me feel so... The vibe of this song, like, the beat is hard, the vibe, but I feel more, you know what I mean, like a student learning, you know what I mean? I have that kind of feeling, right? You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Come on, man. Let's go.
Live, forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. If you're living just to make a living, that's all that is. And when you're lying, slowly dying, will you die with a grin? Now digging up the root of evil, money too like a blade. You can slice across the jugular or carve and create. But when the money ain't the means, with the means is the money, we start to compromise ideals for dollars, morals get blown. Now let me tell you a little story about a boy named Ren, born March 1990 in the Celtic Welsh Ends. We didn't have much for mum and dad, they made enough to put hot meals on the table. fill our bellies full of love. A little sister fell into the picture. Oh my God, we loved her. Made our family richer. Then we both got older. World a little colder. Life it had a way of chipping away at that shoulder. I held her and I told her. Hierarchy, status exists. Sometimes the purity of youth gets snatched, leaving you stripped. You learn that love is not enough. It's not a world for a kid. So toughen up and buckle up because it's bumpy as shit. And there'll be those who take advantage of
Oh man, you have to tell his little sisters of some hard truths, man. As you get older, you know, the world chips you away bit by bit, man. It gets colder, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's not as good as, you know what I mean? Like, so he's like, yo, sis, man, let me tell you some hard truths, man, about the world, man. You know what I mean? You gotta grow up, man. It's gonna get bumpy, as, you know, it's not gonna be easy, man. It's gonna get bumpy, man. So you better get yourself ready, bro. You know what I mean? Or sis, you know what I'm saying? Bro, like, man, can you imagine having to tell hard truths like that? You know what I mean? It's not easy, man. Man, this is deep, man. The beat is woo, 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 woo. If you know, you know. But bro, this is deep. This is deep, man. This is deep. Hang on. Let's go back a little bit. Oh my God.
Even you strip, you learn that love is not enough. It's not a world for a kid. So toughen up and buckle up because it's bumpy as shit. And there'll be those who take advantage of the light in your soul. And there'll be times you feel the cup you're feeling leaking with holes. And that dark can get much darker. We all must grow old. But listen up, my little sister. Hold these words to your close. Keep that kind heart kind. Humankind are in need. Never ever let this world make you bitter like me. Because this world needs love.
I love that, man. He gives it the hard truth, right? But he's like, yo, don't let the world strip you of that love and kindness, man. You know what I mean? Because human beings do need love and kindness, right? Don't be bitter like me. You know what I mean? I love that. It's like, yo, I've gone through it. I became bitter, right? I don't want you to be that way. Yes, I'm telling you how the world is. It's harsh. It's cold. It's all that. It's crazy, man. It's bumpy. But don't let that change the human kindness and love in your heart, man. You know what I mean? Because people need kindness and love, right? Don't be bitter like me. I love that, man. You know what I mean? That's how it's supposed to be. You give them the hard truth, but at the same time, you give them what? Light. You know what I mean? Hope to move forward. So it's not all dark and dreary, man. You know what I mean? Let that be you. You know what I mean? Let you be the shadow of that, but let them be the light. If you know, whether you're a father, if you're an elder in whatever capacity, you know what I mean? And you have little ones, right? Whether it's little sister, child, whatever it may be, you have to be the darkness, you know, covering the rest, and then give them the light to shine going through. You know what I mean? Because maybe you weren't able to get that light. Maybe you know what I mean? Maybe there's light there, but you know, the life is, you know, you have to shelter all that stuff away from them. You tell them this is the truth, but this is the light. Go for it. You know what I mean? Shout it. Ren is cooking.
So not my little sister. Hold these words to your close. Keep that kind heart kind. Humankind are in need. Never ever let this world make you bitter like me. Because this world needs love, and love it leads from you, see. Sis, this world needs light, and you're the brightest I see. I see your wings have feather more than ever. Mine were torn by my oppressor. Sickness scorned me, but whatever. By your side we fly together. Give me flight when I...
Sickness scorned me, but whatever. You get me? He's telling you, yeah, look, my sickness scorned me. You know what I mean? It made me feel a bit, you know what I mean, dark and all that, right? But whatever, you know. But don't let that be you, because you ain't in my same position, man. You know what I mean? You're better. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about that, man. It is what it is. Come on, man. Awesome. I love that. Let's go.
And love it leads from you, see. Sis, this world needs light, and you're the brightest I see. I see your wings have feather more than ever. Mine were torn by my oppressor. Sickness scorned me, but whatever. By your side we fly together. Give me flight when I could never. A releasing of the pressure, and the pressure makes a diamond that will shine with you forever. Fuck greed, fuck depression, fuck bullying, fuck the jealous. Fuck every man who made you feel less than a treasure. Fuck a world that makes us feel small. The forces that divide us.
F the world that makes us feel small. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? They put all this stuff in the world to make you feel less than what you are, man. We're all meant to be equals. We're all meant to be human beings living on this planet doing our thing. Even if we're not equals, man, we're all meant to have some kind of peace in each of our own little capacity, right? Peace, love, right? But the world makes you feel so small, like as if you don't matter. When you do matter, you know what I mean? In your little pocket, you matter, bro. And when you get to other people's pockets, you all come together and matter more. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when you've had enough, what do? You go out there and say, yo, we've had enough. You come together, you're more powerful than any system. But they keep making you feel small because they realize if you come together and you're too big, you take control. You know what I mean? I don't know if you saw the thing that happened in Nepal recently, right? I think a few days or weeks ago or something like that, where the youth said, hell nah! You know what I mean? When the rich people and their kids were showing them how they live their life, right? Meanwhile, the youth are going through no jobs, there's chaos and destruction everywhere, right? Then you had the audacity to cut off the internet And they were like, bruh, nah, bro, our only source of funds, you're cutting it off? Hell to the mother effing no. They came out and, bro, went crazy. Man, if you saw that, if you know, you know. The youth took over, bro. Burnt things down. I'm not saying it's a good thing to do. I'm not condoning the burning all that time. I'm just telling you, they understand how powerful you are. You know what I mean? Or how powerful we are. But they make you feel small so that you forget it. You know what I mean? So that they can do their nonsense and get that moolah while you're struggling. Don't get me triggered, man. If you know, you know. Let's go back, man. Ren is talking.
Fuck greed, fuck depression, fuck bullies, fuck the jealous, fuck every man who made you feel less than a treasure. And fuck a world that makes us feel small. Fuck the forces that divide us, now's the time to stand tall. Because money makes.
Yes, F the forces that divide us. Time to stand tall. I was just talking about that, fam. They use that, make you feel small, divide you, right? By all kinds of words, trigger words, branding, whatever it may be, right? Oh, you don't like a certain community, right? Oh, push that. Oh, meanwhile, maybe you don't care what the other community does, bro. It has nothing to do with you. You're just feeling, yeah, it's all right. Be you, be me. But they make you feel, oh, there's a war going on. You hate this people, you hate that people. Divide. You know what I mean? Trigger words comes in. All of a sudden, people online, type. Oh, you do this, then it goes viral and blah blah. And then complete. Then they're like, yeah, man, we counting our moolah. While you lot are fighting, killing each other, they're getting the moolah. You know what I mean? Because they're like, yo, we don't want these people we don't want the people that we're, in charge of to get together and realize, you know what, you lot are nothing, fam, without us. Stand tall, you know what I mean? They don't want that. They're afraid. So to divide you is easier. You know what I'm saying? That's why Ren said F that. If you know, you know.
Fuck every man who made you feel less than a treasure. And fuck a world that makes us feel small. Fuck the forces that divide us, now's the time to stand tall. Because money makes the world go round. Money makes the sick boy sicker somehow. Money gets a man punched in his mouth. Money run the gang song, drug money plow. Money makes open case close. Money bend love, make war, make goals. Money gives a poor man hope. Money saves lives, takes lives. Money both. Money isn't, money's just that. Money's just a concept, people are trying. Tax up the poor man, feed up the fat. Money's just
tax up the poor, feed up the fat. If you know, you know. Money can be good, money can be great. You know what I'm saying? It gives a poor man hope. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it taxes up the poor and feeds the fat. Money is just a concept and we use it to do what we're doing. You know what I mean? But it's a concept that we've taken with it and run with it to control our society as people, right? You know what I mean? We are beings that are more than just this, but unfortunately, we're not able to explore that more, only in certain pockets, right? But our mind, our soul, how we think, it cannot just be about this. I get it, like I said, excuse me, this is not bad. Right now, the world you live in, you can't pretend you don't live here. We don't live in the forest where we rely on nature. We don't. We live in a supposed civilization. So you need this moolah. You do, man, to pay your bills and stuff. That's just how it is. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate. But like I said, we don't live in that way. You know what I'm saying? Forest and stuff. So you have to say. So I'm not saying it's bad for you. But I'm just trying to say that, like, what Ren's trying to say is that, you know what I mean? We are more than this. We have to be more than this. Right? But unfortunately, we've become, you know what I mean, swallowed up by it. So everything, you're just living to make a living. You know what I'm saying? You're not being more than what we're supposed to be. You know? Come on, man. If you know, you know.
money's just that. Money's just a concept, people are trying. Tax up the poor man, feed up the fat. Money's just cash. Take money, take money, take money, take. Fake money, fake money, fake money, fake. Money ties, ayy.
Yeah.
Money lies, ayy.
Bruh, no people, no profit. And look how he spelled the prophet. No people, no profit. Profit, Prophet, rather than Profit. Get it? Double shut up, man. Red! Clapping's not enough, man. Clapping's not enough. You're a diamond, fam. You're a diamond. You understand? You're platinum, gold, diamond in one. Whatever that jewel is called, that's what you are, mate. That was awesome, man. That was awesome. I didn't sweat because I didn't have to, man, but I felt the vibe there, man. This was a real vibe, a good vibe, you know what I mean? And also, like I said, I felt like a student learning, you know what I'm saying? He was like, he's the professor and I'm learning from him, you know what I'm saying? You know, come on, man. Yo, let me know if in the beginning the girl speaking is his sister, because that was amazing, man. Like the voice with the kind of piano sound and yeah, I think it's piano, right? The whole melody at the beginning when they had her voice, it was pitch perfect. It was awesome, man. You know what I mean? So let me know if that was his sister, because that was awesome. You know what I'm saying? This whole song, man. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I wish, I don't know, man. Like you see so many things in movies and stuff, right? Even in series, right? Where you see people who have evolved to another plane of existence, right? Where they're not, this doesn't matter anymore. They just become beyond that. You know what I mean? They become beings of like pure energy or pure thought or pure more than what they are, right? They still have their bodies and all that, but they're beyond that, right? So now their existence is just based on exploring the universe, man. You know what I mean? Exploring the universe, knowledge of things, learning more things, just about learning and exploring, learning and exploring. That's all they do, right? It's not about making money. It's not about any of that. It's literally about just becoming one with everything, and you're just moving forward with one of everything. You know what I mean? I know, man. It's like, yeah, it's not a logical concept. I know, because like really, but bro, I swear sometimes I feel like that's what we're meant to be. We're meant to be beyond this, you know, this society, and we're not meant to be killing and destroying each other because of, you know what I mean, and other things, man. You know, like we're not meant to be this violent, destructive race. You know what I mean? Human race. We're not supposed to be this way, I don't think. You know what I mean? We're meant to be better than this, right? And now we've condensed it all into this. And then greed, you know, you know. So yeah, man, this made me feel very somber, but not in a battle. Like, yeah, I feel like, yeah, I've learned something. It's something deep, man. You know what I mean? This has that vibe to it. The beat is crazy though. I mean, that hip hop beat, if you know, you know, it's awesome, man. But yeah, I just feel, wow, man, I just, you know what I mean? I've really got into something, you know what I mean? So I'm not going, I'm not, because this was more like a lesson. I feel like I was just in class learning from a professor, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that was awesome. That was awesome. Ren, great message, man, as always, man. People need to hear this more, you know what I mean? Because this is what people need to hear all the time, you know what I mean? So that they wake up and move differently, you know what I'm saying? That was awesome. Ren, I said clapping was enough, but bruh, that's what I can do right now. Yes, sir. God bless you, man. Thank you so much. And Renegades, thank you so much, man, for your support, your love, your everything, man. You lot are goated. Thank you so much, man. So anyway, if you enjoyed my reaction, man, give this video a big like. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see more of my reaction, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, hit all notifications to update every time I drop a video. Please leave a comment down below and please share the video. Let's have a good time. Let's have a vibe. You know what I'm saying? And by God's grace, I'll see you in the next reaction. Please have a great weekend. Love and take care of one another, because that's all we have, man, at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Love with your heart, man. Give your love. That's what strengthens the heart. It makes it richer. You know what I'm saying? Like Ren said. All right, man. Thank you so much. By God's grace. To all my subscribers, everyone that watches me, I love you all so much. You're awesome, awesome people, man. Thank you so much. By His grace, I'll see you in the next reaction. Bye. See ya.